judge of distance. Oh, and a beautiful right hand. Roy Jones Jr. in his basement. Oh,
with jabs that snap like slingshots and combinations that could make machine guns jealous.
Now it's reddening. That's exactly the game plan that Canelo
landing punches that really anyone I've seen since Gennady Golovkin. So backhand too.
Oh, right hand. And that buckles legs. And this man.
Undefeated light heavyweight sensation Dmitry Bivol has deservedly climbed his way to the throne of pound-for-pound greats.
Nice combination from Bivol. Really pouring on, and shots getting through there.
2018 was the last time he finished a fighter, and he's ready to go.
But the real question is, does he have the skills and swagger to stand alone at the top when all is said and done? Before Bivol locks in on his next target, let's rewind the clock and relive his incredible rise. Born on December 18, 1990, in Tokmak, Kyrgyzstan, Dmitry Bivol began his boxing journey at just 6 years old. With his impressive size and power that far exceeded the norm for his age group, Bivol quickly made a name for himself by taking out his contemporaries with ease. At 11 years old, Bivol moved to St. Petersburg in Russia to take his game to the next level, and it didn't take him long to do that. In 2008, Bivol claimed 2 world championships at the junior level and secured a bronze medal at the AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships in the middleweight division. And in 2012 and 2014, he went on to capture the Russian National Amateur Boxing Championships as a light heavyweight with an amateur record of 268 wins and only 15 losses. By 2014, Bivol had become too hot to handle for his amateur competitors, so a transition to the professional circuit was only natural. Bivol kicked off his professional career with a bang, taking on Jorge Rodriguez Oliveira and dominating him from start to finish, before stopping him in the 6th round. The Russian turned up the heat further in his second pro fight, battering Konstantin Pitonov like a punching bag, before sealing the deal with a 3rd round stoppage.
Ну вот справа, хорошо, еще раз справа попадает. Бивол все-таки, он будет чувствовать себя дальше по дистанции, хотя, конечно, 6...
Тут довольно-таки тяжелый нокдаун, разбит нос. Времени более чем достаточно в этом бою.
In his 3rd fight, Bivol stepped up to face a step-up in competition in the form of Joey Vegas. But even a solid challenge like Vegas could barely put a dent in his armor. Bivol started with a jab-heavy approach, feeling out the ring and his opponent's capabilities in the 1st round. But when Vegas offered little to no resistance, the Russian immediately shifted to 5th gear, landing punches that grew in both power and volume. Bivol started to rain down a dozen punches at a time as the fight progressed, and one of the flurries floored his opponent in round 3. With Vegas badly compromised, Bivol went full throttle on him in round 4 and ended his opponent's misery with an uppercut. Three more wins later, Bivol beat Felix Valera to win the interim WBA light heavyweight title, and with just a few title defenses under his belt, his reputation grew enough to earn him bigger fights. Bivol's first real test was Cedric Agnew, who spent most of the fight hiding behind his guard, but still taking a ton of punishment that sent him crashing to the canvas early.
Продолжает проверять
которые как раз-таки меньше всего.
Дима с правой загулял Агню.
Покачнула Седрика Агню и тут же идет добивать и падает.
Even though Agnew's head was still spinning when he got up, he somehow managed to keep himself together.
Хорошая тройка, повторная атака и начинает. Но в любом случае начало великолепное.
But his resilience only bought him a couple more rounds under the heat and a nasty cut near his eye.
Далеко не ускачешь. Просто спокойно боксирует. О, здорово,
Руки сдваивать. Здорово ли?
By the fourth, Agnew's eye was badly damaged, and it only needed a few more punches from Bivol to force the referee to step in and stop the massacre.
Здорово, вот правый сбоку, такой полупрямой, полубоковой. Не вина, конечно, в этом Дмитрия Бивола. Мы говорили перед эфиром о том, что нужно быть что-то больно сделать.
Following his promotion to full WBA champion, Bivol's first title defense came against Trent Broadhurst, and it was nothing short of a cakewalk for the Russian, who earned a flash knockdown early in round 2, though Broadhurst complained that it was a slip.
Not sure many believe in him. Just losing his foot in the off balance. Nothing landed.
Moments later, Bivol secured another knockdown with a crunching straight right hand, and this time there were no complaints from Broadhurst since he was out cold.
There's the judge of distance. Oh, and a beautiful right hand. Over. Inside a round.
In his second title defense, Bivol locked horns with Sullivan Barrera in a clash of top 10 light heavyweights, hungry to break into the elite 175-pound ranks, and it was action-packed from start to finish. The fight got off to a rough start when Bivol suffered a nasty cut above his right eye from an accidental headbutt in round 2.
That was some really good stuff for an up-and-coming prospect or up-and-coming light heavyweight. That's what caused the headbutt. The heads collided right there as both guys were coming up to throw a left hook. The heads landed first, and then Bivol's hook landed.
But despite the injury, the 27-year-old Russian controlled the ring with ease, staying a step ahead for most of the fight.
A very good left jab. He throws a lot of good combinations.
Skillful amateurs and pros.
And a butt that Barrera, head, shoulders, everything is coming forward. He throws it quick and it's over with. Like that.
Bivol was faster and sharper, and he never let up, keeping up the pressure and outboxing his foe as the fight progressed.
8 wins and 15 losses as an amateur. Younger, quicker, and more vibrant in there tonight.
And more impressive to many.
By the final round, Barrera was frozen in place, looking like a deer in headlights as Bivol finished the job with his sniper-like precision.
You want to see more American champions? We have to get our amateur. Oh, down goes.
In his fourth title defense, Bivol squared off against the battle-hardened Jean Pascal, but the challenger's only victory that night was surviving all 12 rounds. From the opening bell, Bivol's jabbed with sniper-like precision, making Pascal run for cover all over the ring.
Good jab here from Bivol. Just trying to work the...
As the fight wore on, Bivol kept getting better and racking up points as Pascal's offense flickered and began to fade.
So in his eyes, it didn't look good. And that right hand by the left to the body, like right there.
Now it doesn't feel good as he gets hit with a third good right hand in this round and a fourth one.
Pascal had his moments as he threw explosive shots in the hope of earning a Hail Mary KO, but none of his blows troubled the big Russian.
Storm brewing and just about the
It's too, you can't do that.
By the midway point, Pascal was running on fumes, but in the 8th, he charged forward like a bull seeing red in the hope of turning things around.
One of the real X's and O's guys in boxing, and he just got caught.
Bivol didn't take his foot off the gas either, as he bombarded Pascal with calculated flurries of punches.
Bivol working the body, then upstanding and tees off on Pascal.
Pascal took those shots like a warrior, no doubt, but you can't block punches with your face and expect to come out on top.
Sticking to his task.
Trying to close the show.
So after 12 dominant rounds, Bivol added another win to his glowing record.
Champion of the world, Dmitry Bivol.
By the time Bivol had 15 wins under his belt, his skill level was a touch above most of his peers, and even a hard hitter like Joe Smith Jr. couldn't break through. The Long Island brawler came out swinging, hoping that his size could punch holes in Bivol's defense.
That he could go down to Superman. Yeah, I think that varying the power, varying something he likes to do. He's got that in common.
But Bivol stayed calm under fire, fending off Smith's wild strikes with a jab that worked like magic.
Power of shots.
There's a good lead left hand from Bivol 20 or so seconds ago. Smith just trying to jab his way in.
Other guy to beat. Good right, the big right hand.
Look for that big side in behind the right hand there, Smith.
As the fight wore on, Bivol sliced through Smith's guard with pinpoint jabs and crisp combos.
Left hook.
Great intent. He does have a good grip.
Very calm in there. No, looking at the two, just landing a nice solid left hook counter there.
And in the 7th round, Bivol rocked Smith's brain cells with a massive left hand.
Affects everything. Big left hook there for Bivol.
But the American's grit kept him standing.
When he pulls out of range, straight away he's looked like make you miss and then looking to make you pay. Lovely uppercut, take pain. They've gone into the ring. They're meant
to land one.
By the 11th, Smith was swinging at ghosts, and by round 12, he was almost sent to the dark land by Bivol, but he survived to the bell and ultimately lost by decision.
Yeah, Joe Smith is one of those guys.
Joe Smith can produce something incredible in the last few seconds. Nice combination from Bivol to really pour it on, and shots getting through there, and maybe
unanimous decision, Dmitry Bivol.
In his next fight, Bivol ascended to the throne as the WBA super light heavyweight champion, and a couple of title defenses later, he faced none other than the legendary 4-division world champion, Canelo Alvarez. Canelo entered the ring as a formidable minus 550 favorite, a testament to how severely the odds makers and fans underestimated the Russian hitman, only to be blown out of the water. Canelo entered the ring oozing with confidence, and he quickly started to throw in shots in an attempt to put Bivol on the back foot.
Punch count. So Canelo can't. A slow start, which he used.
Was more too predictable when he tried to throw that. They want to make Canelo.
But Bivol fought fire with fire, jabbing his smaller foe to perfection before adding sharp combinations that disrupted the Mexican's rhythm.
See, when Bivol throws the 1-2s like this, he is scoring.
A home for the right hand. He has smart feet.
Sheer volume of punches, jabs specifically, that Kovalev was throwing.
As the rounds ticked away, Canelo found moments of success. But Bivol was clearly the better man thanks to his quick footwork and punches in bunches.
Stay behind the jab.
Yes, Sergio, too, but he's stepping back with his hand. Oh, that snuck through, caught the chicken nose, but they're always there, Sergio.
Yeah, but yeah.
There's an uppercut again.
If you block those shots, they're still going to have an impact.
By round 7, Bivol's punishment forced a cut under Alvarez's eye. And by the 10th, the pound-for-pound royalty's fiery spirit had completely fizzled out.
Now it's running in. That's exactly the game plan that Canelo had to get. So guarding, putting his earmuff defense is good enough for him.
Landing punches that really anyone I've seen since Gennady Golovkin.
In the final 2 rounds, Canelo pushed hard to force a stoppage. But Bivol proved to be too big, too strong, and far too clever for the Mexican superstar. After 12 intense rounds, Bivol emerged victorious with a comfortable decision, delivering not only the biggest upset of 2022, but also etching his name in the annals of boxing history with one of the sport's most shocking beatdowns.
Was Bivol just too big
and him obviously coming up in weight class, but Bivol looks
and
big.
Showed out and may have just beaten the pound for pound. He's still undefeated and still the WBA heavyweight.
After tossing Canelo aside like he was an amateur, Bivol kept his throne secure against yet another Mexican challenge, this time facing the unbeaten 44-0 Gilberto Ramirez. Ramirez showed flashes of brilliance early, but it wasn't long before Bivol's aggression forced him onto the defensive.
Left hand in there that wasn't effective there. He fell over the front foot, but he's always a long left hand from range and hits the ball.
The Russian stayed in his Mexican counterpart's face throughout, throwing jabs and combinations with no plans of stopping.
Good strike, and now the difference from Bivol. A nice counter punching. Oh, boy, he's measuring Zerto.
As the fight progressed, Bivol continued to control the tempo, launching an avalanche of punches, though Ramirez stood his ground. After 12 rounds of action, the Russian secured yet another commanding decision win.
Bivol looking for the knockout. He might get it here in the 12th. He's unloading. They'll slug it out to the bell.
Ramirez was tough as nails, but Libya's Malik Zinad found himself in way over his head when he was matched against Dmitry Bivol in the summer of 2024. Bivol was originally supposed to face off against fellow champion Artur Beterbiev, but when injury took him out of the picture, Zinad was thrown into a mismatch for the ages.
Good shot there by Zinad.
This is a really good start. Good opening minute and a half for Zinad.
Make mistakes. He used to emulate Roy Jones Jr. in his basement.
Zinad fought bravely, but every punch he threw was met with brutal counters from Bivol.
Keeps his body low. He's up with their wing now, isn't he? So that's a fantastic fight to make.
It's the 5th most ever recorded in light heavyweight by CompuBox.
So just trying to force Zinad to make a mistake.
The Libyan had a standout moment in the 5th round, where his punches momentarily stunned the champion.
So low.
Oh, there's the best punch of the fight.
But Bivol barely blinked as he continued to rack up rounds, looking past Zinad to a future date with Beterbiev.
Perhaps the best fighter in the world.
He's waving Bivol up. No, good right hand though from Bivol.
By the 6th round, Bivol's sharp left jab and crushing left hook broke through Zinad's defenses.
Good counter right hand from Zinad.
Less exciting. Oh, there's a left belt. Just like to see Bivol just go.
Before the kitchen sink was thrown at him, leaving the referee no choice but to wave it off and end the punishment.
Oh, there's a right hand. And that buckles his legs. And this may be the knockout. The provider. And he's ready to go. Corner. And they'll stop.
With 23 wins under his belt, including a masterclass victory over an all-time great like Canelo, Dmitry Bivol has already etched his name among the modern legends of the sport. But with time still on his side, just how much further can he take his legacy? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.